A bit of introduction about myself. I am Aditya Tomar, currently the tech lead at DSC LNCT. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any doubt related to that. So, coming to the session, today is the first session of our upcoming series, that is Beginner's Track. So, today we will know more about competitive programming, some facts, and some myths related to that. I'm sure that after this session, you all will be able to decide what to do next without watching any other beginners friendly tutorial. So to know about competitive programming and also its connection with placements, it will not be, better than this to learn from the man himself who has been the great competitive programmer in his college days and also cracked one of the big product-based company, that is VMware, Mr. Abhishek Shah. So, a brief introduction about himself. So, Abhishek Shah is four-star on CodeChef. He's been in top 100 in HackWinFi that is conducted by Infosys. He's been the first rank in Code Decode, organized by IIT Bombay. He's been in top 28 teams selected nationwide in Cognizant Mastercode. He has also been interned at Appointee QLS Coding Ninjas in VMware, and he has been currently placed at Dream Package, that is 19.5 lakhs at VMware. So this is just a handful of achievements of Abhishek Bhaiya. So let's welcome Abhishek Bhaiya to continue with the session.
Uh, Thank you, Aditya. So, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. So, this was all about me. So, I'm currently working in VMware as a member of technical staff. My profile is full stack there. I work on VDI solution, virtual desktop infrastructure solution in VMware. And coming to this session, I just want to tell you that CP is a great way to master DS and Algo, and through CP you can crack a lot of product-based companies as well as startups also. So let's move on to the session now. Okay. Okay, so what we are going to do, we just first understand what is CP, why should we do CP, and what is the difference between normal programming that we do on IDE or on some IDE or some development, and the difference between its two as compared to the CP, what is competitive programming, and some of the paths that I followed during my preparation. And at the last, we will have a Q&A session so that we can clear all your doubts. So change the slide. Okay, so what is a CP? CP is competitive programming. As the name suggests, it is competitive. So you need to write programs and solve in some contest environment. Contest environment means that the time will be limited. Time means number of hours will be limited, and your program should have to satisfy some efficient terms that is used for algorithm like space complexity or time complexity. You need to satisfy those conditions. If your program is not able to satisfy that, the test cases will not pass and you will be not able to solve those problems. So let's move to other slide. Okay, so why CP? So that is the first question that that was in my mind when I was introduced to CP by one of my friend in IIT. So he told me that through CP you can achieve a great package in any company if you have this skill, because through CP you can do a lot of things, like it is a brain exercise, like you solve a lot of analytical questions, like in CP there are little bit of theory and more the more things is can be achieved through practice. So in CP there is some time constant that you need to solve some question in 2 or 3 hours. There is set of questions like 2-3 questions, or if say long challenge, if you give in code set, the 10 questions or 7 questions is given for 10 days time. So CP help us to to gain the ability to work under pressure. Apart from that, in CP, sometimes you need to think out of the box. You know every algorithm, you know every data structure, but the thinking capability that can be increased by doing CP. And best among all is uh, that I was doing CP for is the placements, because for placement it helps a lot. And for placements, they check your DS and algo skills. So DS and algo skills can be mastered through the CP. It is the best way, because in CP you need some data structure, you need some language command, and then you need some idea to think out of box and then implement it. So through CP you can achieve all those things. Uh, so you can achieve in any interview, basically they ask some DS algo related questions or some algorithm related questions. If you are doing CP for let's say if you have done 100 to 200 questions of different types of different algorithms, or say different data structures, you can be easily able to crack those interviews, because interview is just that you need to write some code and you need to present some code in front of an interviewer. So if you have done so CP helps you to get the first thing, that is the solution. But apart from getting the solution, you need to present the solution in front of interviewer. Like you need to discuss how you come to that solution. Uh, your presentation skills will matter there a lot. So, so the next thing is, what is different from normal programming? So in normal programming, let's say you draw a pattern in ID. Let's say you draw a star pattern. So there is no time constant, like you need to solve it in order of n complexity. You need to not take more space. Space means the space that is consumed by the memory in the computer program. Apart from that, there are tough constraints in terms of time and space, and as well as TLE. If you get TLE, that is the bad dream. But there are different ways you can overcome those TLE situations. You need to know the basic feature of language. You need to know good data structure that you can implement in your solution, through which you can pass those test cases that are failing due to TLE. So let's move to next slide. So what CP really is? So CP is a mixture of algorithm. You need to know some algorithm. You need to know some mathematics, just the basic mathematics. You need to master one programming language, and you need to know data structures. By data structures, I mean the stack, array, strings, queue, linked list, trees, and graphs. And there are many more advanced data structures that are based on these data structures, like segment tree, Fenwick tree, tries. If you don't know the name, just in this series, I think they are going to let you know these data structures by giving you some resources to read on, to work on. So, so you need to know one programming language. For programming language, there are many doubts in our mind that we should go for Python, or we should go for Java or C++ or JavaScript. So I can suggest you one thing, that any language is fine, any programming language is fine. Just that it should be based on object-oriented principles, like C++, Java, and Python. And as well as if you go in some contest, there will be always C++, and Java, and Python also. But sometimes Python is not present there. But nowadays, as Python is growing in computer programming, programming language. Uh, can we change the slide? Okay, so these are some doubts that a beginner is in his mind, that which language to choose for CP. As I suggested that You can choose between C++, Java, or Python. Any language is fine. Measure of the contest that you are going to give, or any placement test that you are going to give, will have these languages. If you are applying for a Java developer, so then there might be a case that they will not give you to code in C++ or Python. If the language is neutral, like they are going to hire software developers, or there is some programming contest, competitive coding contest, like in the CodeSaf, or let's say Google has code, or there are many Kickstart like contest, you will get those languages. So the second doubt in our mind is how to start. That I will cover in next slide. And one more doubt is in many juniors are think that there is lot of maths involved in CP. So it is a myth. If you are going to achieve at the beginning level of point, there's a little bit maths that a class 6 to 7 standard kids will know, that is necessary for the CP. And apart from that, as you will grow in CP, like you are going to solve some coordinate geometry related questions, or these type of questions, you will need some metrics. You will need some information about how metrics are calculated, these things. So this is so at the beginning you should not worry that too much maths is there. If you see a solution of any problem, if there is too much maths involved, so I think if you are at beginning level, I said you should skip that problem and move to next problem. When you will master the basic data structures and algorithms, then you can learn some algorithms, then you can learn some mathematics there. But this is way apart. In placements, you will also not get any questions related to mathematics. If you are a little bit unlucky, you might get that, but most of 90% of time you will not get too much maths that is involved in solving a CP problem. So one more thing is that is it necessary to do CP for placements? So this is a very nice question. So CP, without CP, you can achieve the things like if you are very good at development, if you have mastered some frameworks, some technologies like Android or Flutter, or let's say Django, or any other specific tech, you are there is no way to no necessary for you to solve those problems, solve those tough CP problems. You just need to know some data structures that will be okay for you. And in the interviews also, they ask medium level data structure problems, like that should be based on some algorithm, the algorithm that you study in your academics. Like they can ask you graph related problems, if like minimum spanning tree or disaster algorithm. These are some higher algorithms that I am talking about. But apart from, in the interviews, they will ask you the questions related to trees, mostly trees, linked list, and some greedy algorithm related, or some dynamic programming. So dynamic programming is also a big topic. Many of the students fear about the DP, because it seems to be a very tough, but practice can help you to honor that skill also. Okay, so one more doubt that many juniors have asked me, that if I'm stuck at somewhere in some CP related problem, so should I see the solution or not? So, so seeing the solution is always a bad idea. So what I do is that I see the editorials, not the actual code. I see the editorial and see what data structures or what algorithm they mention that this problem is going to this problem can be solved by that data structures or algorithm. Then I search for that algorithm or the data structures, and then I see how that algorithm or how that data structure work. And after then I retry that problem again by knowing these data structures. If I am able to solve again, I solve it, and if I am not able to solve again, then at last, after giving 2 to 3 tries, then I will see the solution. In this way, you will come to know about some specific data structures. Like someone at the beginning level don't know about the segment trees. Let's say you don't know about the segment trees. So when you try some questions, you see the editorials. Every question has some editorial. You see that in the editorial they mention that segment tree data structure is used. Just Google segment tree and learn from what segment tree is, how segment tree is implemented, or how can you implement that. Then after knowing the basics of that data set, start retrying that solution, start retrying that problem again, and then solve it again, then solve it. If you are able to do it, then it's good. If you're not able to do it, then see the solution and then again implement that solution by your own. Not just if you're mugging up the solution, that will not help you in long term. Because you don't know that in interview or in any programming contest you will get the same question or not. If there is some trick, you will be in very big problem then. So one more question is that in doubts of some people, that if we solve like 1,000 questions or 2,000 questions on any platform, it will be enough for me. So I said it can be enough, but there are some things that you need to care. Like if you are solving a linear search problem, a problem that is taking linear, that is going to solve using linear search. Now you are solving 200 to 300 questions of that type. That will not going to improve you. If you need to improve, you need to solve different type of problems. You need to level up yourself at each point of the time while going through CP. CP is like a ocean, and you need to master some of the ponds. Like data structure is a pond, you need to cover that pond, then again you need to cover some other pond. So in this way you can cover a sea, but you can't cover a ocean, because ocean is a very big thing. So by practicing a lot, you can cover enough in the CP that you can be nice in any contest or in any placement interview that you're going to give. And it will be best to solve different type of questions. I never suggest any junior to solve similar type of question at any point of time. You need to level up your, like, you know about trees, let's go with segment trees. You know about segment trees, let's go with Fenwick trees. You know about Fenwick trees, let's move to graphs. Let's move to this algorithm, let's move to that algorithm. So you need to be in the train at the end of the journey, to your end of journey that you are dreaming. If you're dreaming for Google, you need to go through tree, graph, disaster, topological sort, then advanced data structures, then string algorithms. There is no end in CP. At the end, and through CP you can master your DS algo questions. And currently also I have seen uh, many juniors that they avoid short contest and they try to give long contest. By long contest I mean that those contests that is going to be for the 10 days or 12 days. I think I suggest you to give short contest, because in short contest there are many advantages of giving short contest. uh, Short contest, you will know how things work in 3 hours. Can you absorb the pressure? Can There are many things. Can your mind work so fast that you can solve a problem in 3 hours or 2 hours? So these things can be mastered through giving the short contest. If you're not able to solve some question in short contest, just give it after a try, after the contest is over. Just try to solve, but never discuss during the contest, because it will not help you for in long term. So can we move to next slide? Okay, so path. This is the path I followed, and many of my friends have followed this path. First, start with a language like C++, Java, or Python. Learn its syntax and feature. Try to implement some pattern program, some basic programs like a star array or something like pattern matching, like. And then you move to some data structures and algorithm. Start with arrays, strings, then move to stack queue, while doing array, you need to know some basic algorithms that array use, like linear search, binary search, sorting. There are many algorithms that you will know while learning these data structures. After mastering array and strings, you need to master stack and queue, then tree, then linked list or tree, and then you need to know the basic of all the data structures and algorithms. Then take each data structures and solve that specific data structures on some site, like solve 10 tree related questions, solve 10 linked list related questions, solve 10 stack related questions. So the best site for that I use is HackerRank or HackerRank. HackerRank has a specific section for trees, stack, array, so you can use there. And after knowing the basic data structures, you can also just go to Hacker or HackerRank and start doing the problem solving section. Just move to the easy section and see. You know the test cases, you know the things, you know what is sample output, sample input, you know different types of error, like time limit error, wrong answer, memory limit error, segmentation fault. These things you will learn after getting familiar with the portal, like HackerRank portal, Hacker portal, CodeSafe, CodeForces. Then after doing the basic problem solving, if you are a bit comfortable in solving the easy ones, try to give a live contest. Like in Hacker, there is April circuits. In CodeSafe, there is long challenge, short challenge, lunchtime, like this. In CodeForces, there is also some of the short contests. So try to give that. Initially, you will not able to solve many of the problems. If you solve one, try to solve two in next contest. If you solve two, try to do 3, 4. Level up each time. That is after the contest. Just postmortem the contest. Postmortem means analyze what mistakes you have made. Sometimes it happens that during the contest your mind doesn't click, but after the contest, you think that, this algorithm is going to be implemented for that solution. So after the contest, you need to see why I'm not getting this algorithm at the point of the contest. Then revise those topics, and the questions that you are not able to solve, see the editorials, but don't see the solution. Just see the editorials, discuss it with your friends, discuss with your seniors or any groups that you are in. Discussion is more important in CP. Also, in many of the contests, there is a team participation. So start building your circle. Like I have 2-3 friends that I take for the contest. You can't solve all the things at any contest, so you need some friends that is up to your skill. Uh, those friends should have the skills that you have. If they are good at some skills, like some of your friend is good at tree, you are good at graphs, just make sure that you teach him a graph and learn the trees from them. So you can also achieve the ability to work in a team. That will help you during your working days. Learn advanced. The next step I will mention, that learn advanced DSN algorithms along with participating in the contest, because when you participate in the questions contest, you will get to know some of the specific data structure or specific algorithm that is mentioned that you need to know for solving this question. So you learn about those DSN algorithms. And the last thing that every CP guy will suggest you, that practice and improve. It is a cycle. You need to improve yourself. If you have achieved 4-star, move to 5-star. If you have achieved 5-star, move to 6-star. If you achieve 6-star, then you can move to some. Then you need to learn more skills, like you need to go to ICPC, participate there, participate in local contests, win in local contests, like that. Can we move to next one? Okay, so these are the resources I will suggest. I use HackerEarth for DSL Go and basic problem solving. Uh, Actually, I was not known about the code step during my college days. I know about the code step after 6 semesters. So I participated in like 4 to 5 contests, and through that I achieve a 4-star rating there. So also I'm not on code forces. I'm not solved a lot more. Due to my internships, I was a little bit busy there, but I will suggest to you, if you are in second year or third year, I will suggest you to go move to code forces or code chef. Just try to give short contest. I I will motivate you to solve in short contest, because in short contest you will learn more than in long contest. And you should also give the long contest also. And for interview preparation, I used Lead Code and After Academy. These are two sites that I use for practice. And Gigs for Gigs is for all. When you Google search, the first article will come of Gigs for Gigs. So Gigs for Gigs will help you to master any language, master CP, or master in your interview preparation. So that can help. So these are some resources that I tried. So I will suggest to you guys. And apart from that, you can also, if you know some site that is good for interview preparation or some CP related thing, you can also mention in the chat box, so that your friends or your colleagues can also know about them. So that was all about the session. I give you a brief about what CP is, and what are the things that can help you to achieve good in CP, and which can also help you to master any, which can also help you to clear uh, any interview that I have given, 4 to 5 internship plus job interview. I've selected in all of them. In all of them, they ask DS algo related and some development related questions. So, so for DS related questions, I have a good command on data structures and algorithm, because I've done a good amount of CP. And apart from that, I've done some good amount of dev also. I have internship experience in 3 companies for software development. I've been in intern in Appointee Bhopal, as well as QLS Academy. These are local startups in Bhopal. As my college doesn't allow to go to any place for internship, so I have requested these startups. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. I think there is echo problem.
Okay.
Someone has unmuted their mic. Yeah, now it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. So I will tell you that
Hello. I think there is internet issue. So I think there is an internet issue. Abhishek Bhaiya will join us soon. Till then, if you have any doubt, you can ask them in the chat box. We will take it one by one. So he will join us soon. Let me ask him.
hello. Hello, am I
Hi,
audible?
hi. Yes, yeah,
Uh,
you are audible.
Sorry, my router light got off, so that's
No
why.
problem.
Okay. So I was telling that I think you should go for some internship in if you're not able to crack internship in big companies because there is a lot of competition, just try to make some projects or try to go in local startups. Just talk to them and do some paid internship there. I'm specific about paid internship because in paid internship you also be sincere, and that company will be also sincere uh, to give you some good task for that. Because I've done internship in Appointee. I've worked on Golang, gRPC services. These are some services that are microservices tech that is used by Google. So that helped me in the interviews. Because in interviews they got impressed by my internship work that I've done in these local startups. And so I will just tell you to, along with CP, learn some tech, learn some framework like learn Node, Flutter, or let's say Django. I've learned Django. If you are good at any specific tech, you can switch to any other tech. Like I was mainly a Python developer guy, but I moved to Golang, and in VMware I'm working as a full stack developer, where my tech stack is Java developer and plus Angular developer. So I will just tell you to master one of the skills. If you are in college and if you are getting some time, I will suggest you to try all and master one. So that I will suggest you. I think I'm not able to see all other questions. So can you
Uh,
tell?
yeah, yeah. So, someone has asked, sir, how important is internships and how to manage CP and dev simultaneously?
Okay, so I've answered that internships are important, but if you're not able to get internship for any reason that you're not prepared, like if you are prepared, you're not getting the opportunity like interview or any job opportunity, I will suggest you to do open source contribution, or just make 2 to 3 projects that you can show to anyone, so that so that you can convince anyone that you have a dev experience also. So you need to make 2 3 projects, minimum 2 3 projects. It can be it, it can be a e-commerce website, but it should have some feature that you can tell that I've implemented this, I've integrated the payment system, I've integrated this flow, I've integrated the management of this. So these things, if you tell someone, because if you many of the juniors have told me that we are not getting any unique idea, or want to work on some high technology, like want to implement some machine learning or AI related projects or AR VR related projects. uh, I will suggest you to just move with a small project and start contributing to it day by day. Like in first month, you try to implement a e-commerce website. In second month, you try to integrate that e-commerce website using some payment integration method. You will know about the many APIs, like Google provides some APIs, like PayPal provide APIs to integrate those payment integration system. After that, you can integrate social authentication system in your project, in your e-commerce projects. I'm giving you some examples that day by day you can achieve the things that is real, that is used in real. Like you can make a clone of Amazon website and just implement one feature at a time. After completing one feature, take one feature and implement that. In this way, you can know that how can you add code to your existing projects. Because in company, or if you're doing internship in any place, the tech stack is shared by your code base will be shared by a lot of people. Let's say it can be shared by thousands of people. So the whole project is not yours. You need to contribute in that project. So in this way, you can own those skills. You can understand the code base better. So I will suggest you to do internship. If you get internship, that is very good. Uh, but internship also, like you get an internship of data entry, and if you are not interested in data entry, then don't do that. If you are interested in, let's say, web developer, and if you know Django, then I will suggest you to, if there is some post that some client wants it, some company wants a Angular developer or say Node Meanman developer, then you can apply it in that internship and then just learn about the mean one. Everything is the same in all the tech stack, just some syntax is changed. Your mentality is same while working in a project, so you can honor any of the tech stack that you want. Just I will try to just do all but master one thing in your college days, and after college you can work on anything that your company wants you to do, and you will also get the maturity after graduating, after working in a startup or MNC for 6 to 7 months of a time. Then tech stack, choosing a tech stack. Let's say some guy is doing some Flutter or some AR VR thing, and you are doing let's say you are making a microservice in Java. So at beginning of a time, you will see that how fancy those AR VR or MLAI projects are, but but if you get a job, you need to work according to the feature that your program manager or let's say manager tell you to do. So uh, be choosy, but I will suggest you to not limit yourself in some specific tech or a thing. So apart from that, I will suggest you to do in both parallel way, like you do CP and development. For development, you make a timetable that in 1 month of a time I will do this thing. So along with giving contest or giving some tech, you can also finish those development related. If you're going to opt a course that is going to be completed in 4 months of a time, try to complete it in 4 months of a time. You need to do some sacrifices. You need to bring discipline in your life. So in this way, you can motivate yourself in CP as well as development also.
Yeah. So there's another question. Do we need to join in any course or institute for learning data structures and algorithms like Algo Expert or Coding Mafia?
See, when I was a beginner, I was not familiar about a lot of things. So I joined Coding Ninjas. I did a completed programming course, but for simple data structures, I will suggest you to go through YouTube or uh, some sites that provide free education. So you will get a lot of free resources that you can through that you can gain those skills. And if you need to join, because joining a institute means that you are going to bring a discipline in your life, because uh, as uh, before opting that course, that CP course from Coding Ninjas, uh, I was in a dilemma to invest 7,000 rupees whether I can complete that. But that 7,000 rupees helped me to complete that course. When I feel demotivated, I think that I've given some amount of rupees, because if you're giving time, you don't care, and if you're giving some money, you care that you need to finish those tasks. So I will suggest for basic data structures, if you're motivated, really motivated, I think you don't need to join any coding institute or that. But if you really need discipline, that institute can help you to gain those things. But it's all depend on person to person. There are, you guys also know that there are many ways you can get those courses. So I will not this is the official seminar, so I will not suggest any of the thing. But you know better that if you need some course, how can you get that. And if you really need to get discipline, I will suggest you to join course. If you're a little bit money oriented type of person, so that can help you to complete that course easily. I think that answers that question.
Yeah, yeah. So what is the best way to crack any internship through CP only?
Okay, so for internship, CP only. I don't think. If you are applying for a big product-based companies, then CP can help. Then CP will help because you will get some coding test. In that coding test, you if you solve, if you get, you will get the interview, and in the interview they will ask data structure related problems, and there your CP will come. But if you are going for a local startup or some startup oriented companies, you need to know development because before joining some internship, before applying in one of the internship, they asked me about my Django experience. They asked me about my website that I make, freelancing website that I make for one client. So these things help me in cracking the companies. Like in appointee internship test, they told me to implement a microservice, a REST API service in Golang, and you can use Google or whatever you want. But there was a constraint that you need, don't have to use any framework that can easily make those REST APIs. So you need to do all the things from scratch. You can do Google or that. So it was a 6-hour test. I was able to make a REST API service that do all those methods. So I will tell, and these things that I know, because through development you can know about what is REST API, what are those methods. You will know about the microservice. You will know what framework is, what libraries is. So I will tell you to do some dev thing. If in any college, if some companies come and take some test, then you can crack through that in CP. But if you go for some startup related internship, then I think dev experience is required.
Yeah. So, how you motivate yourself for doing CP continuously?
Okay, so I started CP in uh, in fourth semester. Before that, I was doing some basic programming thing. I was introduced CP by my friend. So make a group and make friends with people who always discuss these type of things, who always tell you about the contest, or join some community, or join some group that always talks about these things. If you feel demotivated, start talk about CP related things, like how do you solve. The constant motivation for me was I was seeing some guy doing wonders using CP. Like he cracked the internship in 2-3 companies. So that thing come into my mind, and I started doing CP. And to get motivated, I see that guy, see LinkedIn profile, and you can make someone, you can take help from someone. I think just dream one thing and motivate yourself to just take that dream. Like my dream was getting into a product based company with a good package. So for getting that, I need to know some dev experience, I need to know some CP experience. So that motivated me. So start dreaming one thing, that you need to get a good package in a startup, or in some MNC or product based companies. Then you can also achieve those things. Constant motivation will come to you yourself if you want to achieve that dream.
Yeah, right. So, how do we go from code chef to code forces? Like, what extra things do we need to learn while moving from code chef to code forces?
See, uh, at the beginning, while moving to a platform, uh, start giving 3 to 4 contests and analyze what are the things you are missing. If you're not able to solve a single questions, don't panic. Just try to make a note that you're not able to solve this data structure related problems, or these types of related problems. Learn those data structures, learn those algorithms, and by practice you can after some point of time you will be able to solve these questions. And if you're not able to solve after that, after investing like 3 to 4 months of time, if you're not able to solve that, then you must be solving the same type of question. You're not leveling yourself up. So I will suggest you to move to some other place. If you know code, if you're good at code stuff, like you're solving 2 to 3 questions, then you can also be able to solve one questions in code, or in code forces, like 1 to 2 questions in code forces. Then after some point of time, you will be able to solve 4 to 5 questions there also. Never bind yourself, constrain yourself to some platform like you are good at code stuff, because you should be good at competitive programming, and you can master any of the platforms.
Yeah, right. So, how a non-CS branch student crack company? I think this is the meaning of the question. Uh,
Okay.
a non-CS student. Yeah.
Okay, non-CS student. Just I want to tell you that. Just I want to tell you that in college nobody knows about. If you ask some CS related guy about the topics like computer architecture, he will don't know anything. So they don't master those things in college, through college. They master those things from outside, or some other places. So so the a non-CS branch will also can master those things. Those, as we all are from most of them, we are not aware about, as I was from CS branch, but I was not aware about programming or something like that before 12th, before joining the college. So I did all the things in the college, about knowing about some technology, knowing about language, knowing about CP. So these all things can also a non-CS branch can do. Just one constraint is that some companies or some college don't allow non-CS guys to join, to go for a placement test that is only for CS students. Just don't get demotivated by them. If you join any place, let's say after college, and then after, your branch will not matter. If you join a IT company, you are the IT guy. Either you are from mechanical or from EC or CS. So just don't demotivate that you are not from CS branch. Then you will not able to code that thing.
Yeah, right. So, can you please share your experience about how you placed in such a good company with a good package?
Okay, uh, so before VMware, I have two PP offers, two placement offers. One from Infosys uh, through through Hack with Infi. I was a top 100 coders selected nationwide through a contest, Hack with Infi. So I got an offer from there also. I got an offer from one more company, Persistent, in our college. And apart from that, before VMware, I know the VMware is more inclined towards the network and OS things. So I learned about the theory like operating theory subjects like operating system and computer networks, or let's say DBMS. These subjects we ignore, but in VMware, these things I before VMware come to our college, uh, I go through the Geeks for Geeks and learn some of the read some of the interview experiences, so you can know about what these companies look in their candidates. So most of the interview was based on, apart from DS and algo, they were based on operating system and computer networks. So in this way, you can prepare company wise also, like company wise. Like for VMware, I mastered operating system, and also I was good knowledge in computer networks. So these things help. These things helps me in getting placed. And in VMware interview, in the first round, they asked me 3 questions. One was related to stacks, one was related to greedy algorithm, and one was related to array. That is array. was 2 pointers that was following some 2 pointer algorithm questions. Uh, and apart from that, they asked me questions related to my dev experience, my project work, and my internship work. Uh, in the second round, they asked me about the heap sort to implement the heap sort, write the code for the heap sort. You will get an array and you need to sort it using heap sort. So these basic things will help you. And also in interview, presentation skills is very important. You need to listen to the interviewer carefully, and apart from that, just be cool in the interview, and just be patient. Just wait for the interviewer to complete their points, and then you can answer you. Don't be quick to solve the question. Just ask some questions, because they look that how this guy approach what is the approach of this guy to moving to the solution. Discuss the knife solution with them, and then move to the efficient one. If you are not able to get the efficient solution, just tell that I know these things, your approach, and then you can move. Then they will give you some hint, because it is all about discussions. So they will give you some hint, then you can master your interview also. And in interview, they mostly ask normal, I will say moderate. If you go for lead code or interview board, one question was a little bit similar to medium level questions in interview bit, if you're aware about the platform. So these platform also helped me in getting the interview experience.
Yeah. So, is Stack and CP enough?
Yeah, one stack and CP is enough. Any tech stack is enough.
Can you share your interview experience with VMware? Like you just did that, yeah.
I just told that.
Yeah, so we will move to next question. Would it be risky if I leave development and entirely focus on CP if my aim is to join a software engineering job in Fortune 500 companies?
See, you don't know what is going to happen in interview. You need to have good projects, because before getting an interview, you need to know you need to give your resume. In your resume, they see for say 2 3 projects, good projects. Like you should have a GitHub repo in which all your codes are there. Just mention those GitHub repo in your resume. If you have hosted some site, just mention this address of that site, URL of that site in your resume. So if your resume is selected, then you will get the opportunity for interview. So dev experience is important. It will be very risky for you to entirely dependent on CP, not focus, entirely dependent on CP.
Ah, right. So, giving 70% time to CP and 30% time to
Yeah,
frameworks,
it will work.
it will
It will
work.
work. Yeah,
Yeah.
it will work. I have given this. I will maintain this ratio. But at the point of internship, uh, I also I have also not done CP for a long period of time. Like when I was in VM, where I entirely focus on dev thing, because in VMware first I got the project that was related to natural language processing that I need to implement using Java. So I was not familiar with Java before that. So I focused on that, and after that I moved to Angular and then Java. Write microservices using Spring Boot. So it will be good in your learning phase that you give 70% to CP and 30% to dev.
Yeah. So, I think we have covered all the questions. There are no questions. So, one question is there in the form that we provided. So, that was quite interesting. Like, do CP help in development?
Yeah, CP help in development. Uh, yeah, CP help in development. So let's say I give you example that we need to uh, in your project you're continuously calling your calling your database uh, uh, continuously calling your database to fetch some information, and let's say you need to implement in memory hashing. Like in memory hashing means that if the data is present in on the server, then server can send those data. So for in memory hashing, if you Google, then you will know what the Redis. So if you are familiar with hashing, like hashing data structures, then you will be able to debug it quickly. Like you need to pass some key value pair. Like if you will know with what is Redis, how it works, it will be very easy for you to implement those things in your projects. Like if you want to make an interceptor service, like for every request you want to do some operation on server. Like you, for every request that is coming, you want to send a email to the system admin that a user is doing this. So these things you will know after implementing recursion. So I will just tell you that if you know the basic data structures, basic things, then it will help you in it will help you in implementing those things in development also. Like in Android, you need to make some XML file. So how though if you are getting some error, how can you debug? So you need to know some little bit of data structures to solve those things. But without knowing those things, it will be like these are some core concepts of computer science, not programming. So you need to know these data structures. I
Yeah,
think that can.
yeah, that helps a lot. So, please tell some basic algos that CS students should know at the time of interview of some good product-based companies.
Okay. So, we get a syllabus from our university. So in the data structures syllabus, you see many of the algorithms like sorting algorithms you get, and apart from that you get graph algorithms like Dijkstra's minimum spanning tree, Prim's algorithm, or a shortest path algorithm. There are many algorithms there. So just do those basic algorithms first that is in your curriculum, and after that, let's say if you know some string based algorithm, it will be easy for you to solve string related questions. One more thing, 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah. So, if you guys have any problem, you can ask them in the chat box. Abhishek, we will resume soon.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if you see your computer science syllabus, there are some algorithms like there is a Bellman-Ford algorithm. There is a topological sort there also. In the syllabus, there is only theory. When you do discrete mathematics, you will learn about the spanning trees. That is also in your syllabus, but you have not made the program of that. You have not coded that program. So I will suggest you to first go for these basic algorithms and then move to advanced algorithms. Like segment tree is not in your syllabus. So first do what are the things that are in your syllabus. and then move to like segment trees, Fenwick trees, or KMP algorithm, or regular expression algorithm. These are string matching algorithms. Like sieve of Eratosthenes, you need to know. There are many maths related algorithms. So you need to know these things after mastering the basic algorithm. So I think that answers the questions.
Yeah. So I think we have covered all the questions. There are no questions now. So any last tip you want to give to people?
Okay. So, so just I want to tell you that keep yourself motivated. Don't be panic if you miss some opportunity. Some opportunity like I've seen many of the people on LinkedIn that they told that they are applying for a job and they don't get then they don't get those things. So just keep yourself from away from that. Just be positive. Start learning. Start doing the things. Master, learn CP step by step, because in a ladder, if you try to climb 4 to 5 steps one at a time, it will be very difficult for you. You can slip and just go to the first step. So I will just tell you to move one step at a time, and start with first, take some language, know basic data structures, start problem solving on HackerRank, and then move to CodeCef, code forces. If you're not able to solve, then master again those algorithms, learn those basic concepts. Again, this it is a total cyclic process. Just like if you don't know, just move back and then move forward, like that. So that's all from my side. If anything that I don't cover, and if you have any doubt, you can message me on LinkedIn. You all are welcome to. I clear many of the juniors doubt there also.
Yeah. So we will share your LinkedIn profile in the chat box.
Okay, we will say. So this is a great platform, Developer Student Club. I was a competitive programming mentor there. There's also so there was also there is one student also joined that DSC community that is also placed in VMware. So don't think that if you are if you are community, if you are mentoring, that is enough. If you are also in uh, if you are in the audience section, if you know some topics very well, you can contribute to the DSC. DSC is all about collaboration. It is for you, by you. You will learn these things. By DSC, I've learned a lot of things. I've improved myself. So use this platform for your for better things. I think they are going to start a series. So all the best to you for this series.
Thank you, sir. So yeah. So main motto of DSC is to learn and grow together. So yeah. So thanks a lot, Abhishek Bhaiya, for your time, and we are really honored to have you here. So
Thank
yeah. So if you find this session
I
useful,
feel
you
that
can,
our DS.
yeah. Your voice is breaking.
Okay, okay, sorry. Just continue.
You want to say something? You can continue.
I was just telling you guys that. Uh, am I audible
Yeah,
now?
yeah, you are audible now.
I was just telling that uh, just learn from the community and try to give something to the community, and so that by together you can grow to big there are many things that you can't do, like teamwork is very important. You are not good at everything, so you need your friends to so that they can help you at a given point of time. So these things are very good. Make your friend circle good. If some person is very good at something, try to learn from him. Just keep that. If you are in same class and you think that that guy knows this topic very well, try to learn from him. And if you know the some topic very well, try to give it to your friends also. So that's all from my side. uh,
Yeah, thanks a lot, Abhishek Bhaiya. So, if you guys have enjoyed this session or find this useful, so you can share your feedback in the chat box. And yeah, that's all. So, I think we have covered everything. Yeah, found very helpful. Thanks a lot. Uh, all thanks to Abhishek Bhaiya for joining us tonight. Thank you, Abhishek sir. Amazing session. Yeah, thanks a lot for your positive feedbacks. So you guys can start leaving this meet. हेलो
हेलो।
अपन ही है ना सब?
हाँ, शिवम के साथ वाली है ना?
हाँ, शिवम अपना ही है शायद.
हाँ। थैंक यू अभिषेक भैया।